Shut up, Simon!
And after about an hour of troubleshooting audio, we are good to go for this episode. Jesus Christ. Hey, if anybody is listening and anybody is a sound engineer who wants to be part of a fast-growing startup and works for free, shoot me a DM at Simon You Funny on the gram, bruh. Because I'm so tired of this shit. I feel like you would think, bruh, a nigga done did 6 episodes. I would have had it sound down by now. But I feel like every goddamn episode is some shit. It's some new shit. It ain't enough space every damn episode. And I don't save the episodes on my computer. I save them to an external hard drive. And yet every episode, there's not enough space. And my nigga, I'm paying every single month to get extra space on the cloud. I don't understand why Apple giving me all this trouble, bro. Come on, y'all. Get that shit together, bro. Y'all niggas supposed to not be hurting during this quarantine, bro. Y'all supposed to be one of the ones that's thriving, bro. Come on with the bullshit, okay? I'm sick of it, okay? I'm sick and tired of that shit, Apple. Everything I got always about to run out of space. Yeah, I'm paying X-Men $10, I don't know, $2.99 for extra space, bro. I'm paying $3 damn for extra gigs every month. And why am I running? I know I don't have 100 gigs worth of shit. Help me understand, Apple. But see, niggas still won't go to Android, bro. And that's what's fucked up.
Shut up, Simon!
Niggas still won't just be like, all right, fuck this, I'm going to just switch over. Because I'm pretty sure they don't be having all these problems over there at Android. That's why niggas who got Android stay at Android. And they'll vouch for that shit even though the collective opinion is what it is about Androids. Niggas will still vouch because they got to be doing something better, bro. Anywho, bro, maybe I'm just being a grouch. Because lately, a nigga has been going crazy. At the beginning of this quarantine, I was straight. I wasn't really tripping on shit. I don't really go nowhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? I be with my niggas. We be kicking it, cracking jokes. I go to open mics. I do stand-up shows and shit. That's where I be. That's where you can find me before this shit. So I wasn't really tripping on nothing. I wasn't really feeling like I was missing out on shit when it all popped off. And a part of me still doesn't, but I'm realizing now just how important being up on stage, doing them open mics and shit, goddamn performing at shows, how I'm realizing now how important all that shit is to my mental sanity. And I'm like, then nigga, I ain't even been a comedian that long. So I didn't even know I'd be suffering withdrawals like this. But here we are, bro. Here we are. And the reason I say I've been going crazy is because I just been really snappy, really just goddamn moody and shit. What should be casual discussions, friendly debates turn into these fucking get the fuck out my house, nigga. Don't hit me up no more. And for a while, bro, I'm trying to figure out why. It's been two fucking discussions that turned crazy that made me realize, like, bro, what the fuck is really going on? Because I'm a self-reflective nigga, you feel me? When I feel like I'm off, when I feel like I'm starting to get out of character, or I'm starting to, you know, let a lot of things affect me, bro, I gotta sit myself down and I gotta be like, nigga, what's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with you, bro? You can open up to me, bro. You feel me? That's what I got to tell myself, because sometimes we just feel so closed off as black men. We feel like we can't talk to nobody, bro. We feel like we can't even talk to ourselves. And it's important that we remind ourselves that we can speak to ourselves, bro. So I hit myself up. I'm like, dog, what's wrong with you, bro? What's going on? And, you know, I'm stubborn at first. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, bro, I'm trying to goddamn see what's up. And in the beginning, my initial response is people just not trying to hear it. You know what I'm saying? People just don't want to have these kind of conversations that I want to have. People would rather just talk about things the way they're used to talking about things. An example I use is the shit that I talked about on episode 2 and like the zoos and shit. So say I'm having this conversation with somebody. I'm just like, hey, man, you ever think of that animals like the zoo? And we all know that animals don't like zoos. You know what I'm saying? We all know that zoos are problematic. That's the conversation that we always have around zoos. And I throw it out there on some like, hey, shit, maybe they like zoos on some shit. You feel me? And rather than building on that convo or kind of just adding on to that shit or kind of just picking that, dissecting that conversation, people who I brought that up to before will just goddamn be on some nigga. What? Like, why would animals like zoos and shit? Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't even be open to the conversation. It's only so much that niggas got enough knowledge about to really talk about in depth. You feel me? A lot of times niggas like to go in depth about shit we won't even really know about like that. But the things that we do know about, instead of dissecting them another way, goddamn, instead of just kind of looking at these conversations in a different lens, we just goddamn beat the same conversation to death. I'm guilty of it. We all guilty of it. And at first, that's what I figured. Like, okay, this is what people want to do. I am trying to move conversations in another direction. People aren't. I'm gonna just shut my ass up. All that shit that I was just kind of telling myself was really just fueled by a very egotistical reaction to the conversations I was having with people. Because I'm just like, bruh, I can't just not be having conversations with folks. You know what I'm saying? I can't just limit these perspectives to the podcast and to the stage, because sometimes, bro, that's where other perspectives come from, is other people. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna be open to other perspectives if I don't even present them in conversation. So what I'm saying is, bro, after even further dissecting the reasons why I would get so bent out of shape when people weren't open to my perspectives, I realized, like, that's what the stage offers. That's what open mics, and that's what being when you're a comedian and you go up on stage, that's what that shit offers. Is you have a moment where you can just talk your shit and people just have to listen. They don't have to. They can leave, you know what I'm saying? Or they can goddamn say whatever they want to say, but then it's free game on their ass. You know what I'm saying? Once somebody interrupts the set, I feel like and this just be my, very inexperienced, naive comedic mind, just on some like, it's fair game on their ass, because that moment is my moment, and that's where the ego has to thrive, is on that stage. I ain't saying everybody should just be completely without an ego, because sometimes ego is necessary, but in the case of two people trying to exchange their own points of views and their perspectives, that shit gotta chill. The ego, you gotta tell the ego to chill. I done broke it down like this, bro. You got 3 homies. You got the mind is one homie, the body is another homie, and the ego really is the nigga who the body just be bringing around. But I'm going to get into that further. Okay, so check this out. The brain, the mind, that's your homie that's just rational. Your homie that's like, nigga, just think about it. Think it through, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And we all need a homie like that. Sometimes you like, bro, shut up. I done already thought about it. And you got to quiet the mind sometimes, because that shit be overthinking. But that's what it's there for. It's there to think. Be rational. Be logical about shit, my nigga. Think about this decision before you make it, you feel me? The body is that homie who just TTG, trained to go, you know what I'm saying? He don't know what's what, he just ready to go. He ain't really that smart. He can't really decipher, a house party from goddamn the club. He just on go every time. His turn up is just up or down. You know what I'm saying? He just is reactive. And the ego is that nigga who the body always bringing around. He rowdy, get a little too fucked up sometimes, bruh, and he always in the body ear, hyping the body up. In what should be a casual discussion, the mind is at odds with the body because the ego is in the body's ear. And this is just from my own personal experience. I'm sitting in the conversation. Okay, look, zoos, nigga, may be good for animals. They might be, bruh. Immediately, people gonna respond with what they familiar with. They may be open to your shit, but they gonna counter it with stuff they already know. Well, nigga, no, zoos is fucked up, which I personally agree with, but I'm not trying to go back and forth on something we already agree on. What I'm trying to do is take the conversation in another direction. Whoever I'm talking to, they don't peep that from the jump. And what does not help is what I do next. I raise my voice, for one. Raise my voice, goddamn. And when you raise your voice, what I learned, because I'm a thorough researcher, you feel me, is that when you raise your voice, you set off some shit in your brain where your body like, okay, bet it's time to turn up. You just wake your body up. But all the shit that I be doing in a discussion only hypes me up. I raise my voice, so now my body like, oh shit, we turned up. Who we screaming at? I always find myself goddamn standing up trying to prove a point. All that shit does is, again, body get real turned up. It's just like a puffer fish. You know what I mean? Or a bear, goddamn. When they finish scrap, they just stand up, make themselves big as possible. Unconsciously, I'm not trying to scrap with a nigga, but my body don't know the difference. My body don't know. All my body knows is, okay, this nigga done raised his voice. Okay, and we standing up. So shit, it's time to turn up, bro. And my mind is just steady trying to get this point across. Just trying to, take the conversation where I want to take it. Get this person to see that we already agree on this. Let's talk about it in a different way. But the body like, nah, nigga, we about to scrap this nigga, so fuck that. And the ego the whole time is just like, it's just to the body like, oh, you gonna let this nigga talk to you like that? Or you about to let this man talk like he's smarter than you, bro? And really, bro, I don't know if the nigga's smarter than me or not. Whoever I'm talking to, they could be, might not be. That ain't up to my judgment. Either way, the shit don't matter. I turn up. My voice is raised. I'm still trying to prove my point though. The words that I'm using are articulating the point that I'm trying to make, but my response and my tone is very much so, nigga, throw them hands. And people don't respond well to that at all. So no matter where I'm trying to take the conversation, they ain't gonna respond to where I'm trying to take the conversation. They gonna respond to what the fuck I'm actually doing. And now they gotta get louder and they gotta goddamn make themselves big. And now we screaming about the zoo. And now I'm worked up and shit. And then that's where things just start going other places, because then you start saying like, oh nigga, well you dumb nigga, or somebody start to call you immoral because you want to put animals in zoos and shit, and now you taking defense to that, and now it's on some like, all right, this conversation isn't productive anymore, and I'm all worked up. so I'm having no fun, and I'm not making no point, and I'm not learning shit because this nigga ain't even down to just talk to me no more. So the whole time I'm thinking, okay, people just don't want to have these conversations, but it's really just, nigga, I'm not presenting these conversations in a way that make people want to have them.
Shut up, Simon.
And that's what self-reflection is about, bruh. At the end of the day, if you are self-reflecting properly, the answer is always the same. I'm fucking up. I'm the one fucking up, bruh. If you self-reflect properly, I say it again, the answer is always the same. I'm fucking up. Because the only thing you're responsible is for you and the decisions that you make. Me and the decisions that I make. I really don't know how to address this because I'm talking to y'all, but I'm also, using myself as a example. Just be wary of that, bro. It's very easy to say this person is doing this, so I have to respond like this. But that's not the case, bro. You don't have to respond based off how somebody is acting. You can just respond how you feel is appropriate. You could just respond however you feel is going to be conducive to the conversation. You don't have to respond based off how somebody is acting or what somebody is doing in whatever the conversation is, but you can respond in a way that goddamn keeps you cool and that is effective. Once you start turning up, bro, I know once I start turning up, all my effective communication is out the window. None of that shit matters anymore. Cause now it's just on some like, who gonna be the loudest, who gonna be the most dominant in this non-physical altercation. And nobody wins. I know I don't goddamn win. Even if I get my point across, bro, because now I'm all worked up and the conversation didn't go nowhere. I didn't receive any new perspective. I didn't even get to add on to the perspective that I already had because I was so hell-bent on making sure this nigga got what I was saying.
Shut up, Simon.
And that's what the stage is for. The stage is where I can go, formulate these ideas, share these ideas, get a little pushback. And if I want some pushback, then I had a conversation after the show or with whoever. I could leave all the emotion for the stage. I could leave all the performance, all that goddamn rah-rah loud shit. I could leave for the stage and for this podcast. But when I'm engaged in conversations where other people are going to respond and have and are all in the right to respond because it is a conversation, bro, I cannot assume that my position is greater, or I cannot assume that because it's a new perspective that it is any more worth the conversation than the perspective that whoever I'm talking to is sharing. I hope all this shit making sense, bro. That's it. I just hope all this shit is making sense, because I know it sounds a little wordy, because I'm gonna listen back to it and I'm like, damn, nigga. Is you making any sense? But I hope I am, because I don't feel like recording this whole shit again. And after all these technical difficulties, bro, I'm tired of just fucking around on this mic and on this computer. That's all I got for niggas today, man. Again, I appreciate y'all listening all the time. This episode and the episodes following are all just for my baby Ursula girl. Watch over your boy. When I get there, tell him I was a good nigga, bro. Please. Peace and love to you all. I'm out.
Shut up, Simon.